everybody. Today I wanted to show you how I'm going to paint a black trim on my very light colored carpet. I think painting anything around your home is a great way to spruce it up, to freshen it up, to make it look a little bit newer. If you don't want to go out and buy new furniture, if you want to save a little bit of money. And so this is going to be my first carpet that I'm going to paint. I know it's very possible. And I'm not going to buy any special paint. I'm going to use some paint that I have. I'm actually going to use black paint, and it happens to be a chalkboard paint. I'm going to show you now some other things that I've painted. One thing is with the black chalkboard paint. So right now I don't feel I need anything completely special to paint. I will tell you some details as I go along the little tour. And then after, I'm going to show you how I'm going to start painting this carpet. See you in a minute. Okay, and here's my little tour of things I have painted in the past. It's a cute little bookshelf, as you can see, that I found on the side of the road, so no cost there. And I've had it unpainted this color for many, many years, right here in this spot in my kitchen. It was dirty, first of all. And second, the inside was in aqua color, and the outside was kind of a dirty white. Probably could dig up old photos somewhere, but right now I don't have one. The top, the black, is what I'm going to be painting my carpet. It happens to be a chalkboard paint, the one you would buy that says, hey, if you want a chalkboard somewhere painted in your house, buy this paint. I think this came out great, and I'm going to put a polyurethane on the top of it, but for now, it came out great. I mean, it is chalky, but I figured I could use it. And inside I painted with a sample container of Benjamin Moore. It's called Swiss Coffee. Don't let the word coffee fool you, because it is very, very white. It's this beautiful white color. Coming over here, this is all my kitchen. This was just a brown table I also found. Someone was discarding it. And for this, I just actually applied a very light coat of an old red paint. As you can see, it gave it this really nice color. And you can see a little bit of the wood through it, which I love. And seriously, this was very, very easy to do. Not yet coated, but I'm going to do that. And then I even painted these coasters. They were all that middle, just natural color. And this was really fun. After I painted several things, I thought, oh yeah, let me just kind of tie all these colors in. This this white is that Swiss Coffee I just showed you in the other cabinet. And yes, I did not strive for perfection with these coasters. I liked leaving the middle this natural color, which I left one coaster natural. And again, these were all the colors I already had in my house. I did not go out and buy special. This brown I made from a bunch of colors, if you want to call it brown. But I think if I really want brown, I'll go buy a real brown. Brown was hard to make, at least of the colors I had. So anyway, let's move along. I recently painted these chairs. I painted this one just a short time ago. This is also a sample container of Benjamin Moore. This one is called Marlborough Blue. That's really pretty. Very time consuming to paint chairs that have all these multiple parts. But that was a typical brown color. Actually, it was the same color as this chest here because they were a set. And this is going to be one of my bigger projects I'm going to be painting in the near future. You can see I have some supplies for other things on top of there. Sorry, a little messy. I painted the back of this cabinet last year. This one is a Benjamin Moore Advance in Tropicana Cabana, it's called. Very pretty. The reason I painted that was to match this. This was the color of that cabinet you just saw. Again, in the Benjamin Moore Advance. This is semi-gloss, but for my other projects, I bought some Benjamin Moore Advance satin because I've been reading up, and satin seems to be what people like to paint their cabinets. So anyway, thanks for the little tour, and we'll get started with the carpet painting in just a minute. All right, so here we go. I wanted to show you the carpet. I actually just bisseled this carpet, and it did actually get so much dirt out, but it's pretty, but it's a little bit, to me, a little bit needing some pop. I just want to see what a small amount of black trim is going to do to just bring out its beauty further. And you can see there's like a little bit of damage right there. I was about to sew it, and then I said, you know what, let me use a hot glue gun, because again, this is not a project to make anything perfect. I just want to renovate a little bit using some easy methods. So let's see what happens when we try to glue this and also get the next steps going. Here we go. So I wanted to show you how my hot gluing spot came out. Again, totally not perfect. It's going to be covered in the black paint, and it's in an inconspicuous spot. And I am not going for perfect for this project, for sure. Especially it's just for myself. It's not for a client. And so for all you painters out there, this is very obvious, but I'm just taping off the part of the carpet that I don't want painted. So the small trim is going to be the part that's in black. So I don't think I really need to show you how to put down this tape. I have my first side of tape pressed down. I did press very firmly on the section that I don't want the paint to bleed through. But just like in stenciling, you'd want to use a very light application of the paint anyway. In this is the section that I'm painting. So it's not going to be a big messy blob of paint anyway. But I just wanted to show you I'm pressing down hard here to avoid bleeding through. Again, this is my first time doing a carpet, so we'll see if I succeed or not. Here's the paint I'm using, and it's black. Just to be clear, the only reason I'm using this chalkboard paint for my carpet and for that cabinet I showed you a little earlier is because I had it. Honestly, this paint, I have to say it's probably 15 years old, and I only used it for the very first time a month ago. I had no idea what to expect. So I want to show you when I open it. Now this has been closed for about 2 weeks. I want to show you if it's going to be needing as much stirring as it did 2 weeks ago when I first opened it for the first time after 15 years. Yeah, because I'm crazy keeping this for 15 years. All right, good. So this is black paint. Look at the color. That is not black looking. So this is amazing. Yes, the reason I'm using this is because I had it and I wanted to try it. And why not? If you have something, why not try to use it? So here, this is black paint. Look how beautiful that is. You gotta stir it a lot. This was stirred about 2 weeks ago to a month when I painted that other cabinet. This is stirring up a lot quicker than it did a couple weeks ago. I could feel it because the last time there was like a lot of chunks on the bottom and I had to really combine it, but this time it's just needing the stir. I don't have special brushes. I'm planning to buy stenciling brushes. One of the closest things in my collection that I found was this brush over here. So here I am starting. Very simple process. I have my can with just an old magazine. Whoops, it has a sexy woman in a bikini. So just to protect the carpet, I have this square of cardboard so I can offload some of the paint before I start applying it. And here I have started. So I'm just dipping it in. I'm going to take a little bit off over here, not too wild so I don't want it splattering. And then I can just go here, kind of offload it. I don't think I need to offload too much, but anyway, this is basically what I'm doing. And you know, it's not a huge carpet. It will take some time. I'll probably test a little bit an area to take the tape off to see if it's bleeding, if I have to get less paint on the brush or press the tape down more periodically. But this is basically it. I'll show you one more time, just going gently in the can, offloading on the side. And going. Now I think this is a carpet with some texture, so because I'm just starting, I might do like one application in one spot and then go back over it. And I do want to get the sides here. I've just put a piece of cardboard underneath, as you can see, as the protection for the floor. Okay, so I'm going to just go over that same spot again to fill in some of those little spots that are going to poke through because of the texture. So you really want to get in there. On the area that's not near the tape, you can really press in. Yeah, so this is cool. I'm having fun too. I like this. So this is it. I am going to keep going, and I will come back when I have some more area done. You can start seeing. This is cool. I like it. Here's my progress so far. I say I've been working on this for only about 10 to 15 minutes, but I didn't realize I had a visitor. I didn't realize he was right there, being my little pal, my little work pal. So definitely want to keep his paws off of this stuff. Yeah, but it's drying really fast. I did notice that. When I touched the side before, I didn't press that hard. But say the side is dry. Almost dry. That's only a couple minutes. So I'm gonna do this whole side, but so far I'm really loving this. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how the rest is gonna look. So very fun so far. Done this one short side. That probably took me about a half hour. One of my downfalls is I am impatient, which I'm trying to be more patient with my painting projects, because patience actually goes a long way with painting projects. From letting things dry to sanding to just waiting to pull tape up. But let's just take a peek. Let me touch it again. It's not bad. I mean, inside is probably a little bit wet, but look. So I think I'm going to be pretty safe pulling up this tape. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's pretty good. That looks nice. I know from the close-up it looks like it bled a little bit, but it really didn't. See if I just push it with my finger. Sorry for the blurriness. There we go. Yeah, so that's going to look really good. I am going to wait to pull up the rest of the tape. This was the first spot I did, so I want to be patient. And I'm going to just keep going. So my next section is going to be over here. Like I said, my kitty. I love my kitty so much. His name is Peekskill. Say hi, Peekskill. You're on camera. He's such a good kitty. For all you kitty lovers out there. All right, back to the paint. And again, I'm having a really fun time doing this. as you're going along, I would suggest when you put down the tape, but you know, every so often really press again. Even though you're putting on a pretty dry brush, you just want to make sure that paint is not going to leak through, because that's key for the nice crisp line. So let me give you a broad sense of how much I've gotten done. Alright, I'm excited to pull that tape over there, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I'm completely done, and I'm almost halfway done. And it's probably taking me about 45 minutes. So this is not going to be a huge long project. I wanted to mention something about how I'm taping. For this particular project, I am not actually measuring because I have a pretty good eye, and this is an amateur project. It's just for fun, just to kind of spruce this carpet up a little bit. And I really felt like I could just make a nice straight line, give or take, you know, a couple little millimeters here and there. I'd say I taped off about 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, I just pull the tape along, and as I'm going, I kind of eye if it's straight. I can't do it great with just one hand. And that's it. But if you're more of a perfectionist, or if you're doing it for a client, which if I was doing it for a client, I would definitely be measuring. So here's the section that I glued down. So I'll just show you how the paint applies to it very nicely, I'm sure. It's this raised part here. Again, this part of the carpet was right up against my couch leg, so I just put this piece of paper. It was a little bit easier than sticking that whole cardboard there. But yeah, as you can see, you're not really going to be able to tell that that was raised up before. Especially this is in a part of the carpet that's not really very visible because it's behind the table, like up against the couch. But I like doing things that I can get results right away. And I realize there is value in taking your time and doing things that maybe you're either selling or that you just want to look very crisp and neat. But hey, listen, who's ever going to know that that was raised up over there? Of course, looking very closely, you could see it. But I just wanted to show you how to make a quick fix for something like this. All right, so I finished every side of the carpet, and this was the section I started with. When I look closely, there's like a couple little spots where I feel I could dab a little bit more paint, and I think I'm gonna just go back and dab a little more paint. Like, see right there, that seems a little bit light. I'm gonna just go and do that before I let it dry more and pull off the tape. So the tape is off, and I am super pleased with how this came out. The edges are really crisp and clean, and it really looks like just a trimmed piece of carpet. You know, it really did what I set out to accomplish.